Good morning. That Love Clark. Obviously, Saturday, Sabbath for us. Nobody's awake in our house right now. This is the time that I take to study and reflect. I do it every morning, so it doesn't matter. It's not something I, only do on Saturday. Uh, hmm. The thing is we got to start realizing something. We got to start realizing something now. That America's been taught and brainwashed and trained to think we're the heroes, to think we've always been the good guys. And I know that they keep saying this and keep telling you this and keep saying this, and you guys just don't give a shit. Most of you. The thing is you gotta realize these heroes they made for us, they did that for a reason. They need people, manpower for cooperation for the war machine, okay? If they made you realize what was really going on, nobody would have been fighting that war if they knew what the whole cause really was. And if they told you that you were the cause was the bad guy's cause, nobody would have been in that war. I'm talking about World War One. Most wars, but World War One in particular, I'm learning more about. And your heroes. As time progresses, America's turning not my hero. I mean, I love being American. I love the history that we have, that we understand that is true, that we can verify, and the freedom and all that stuff, But these guys are, disgusting presidents. Presidents have been disgusting people. Our government's been disgusting, and got everybody chanting their mantra, for years, without rationalizing, and basically, the grossest one is Woodrow Wilson. Okay, seems like that's the worst. He made the Federal Reserve, okay, and he made the federal income tax, and he went to war with 1912 or whatever, when that stuff started popping off. I believe that's when they started getting serious, and this guy should be considered a criminal, and at the university where they used to hold high esteem, where he was a professor at, that's where they want to tear down the statues of him now. And the same place where the black women are calling for segregation. At this point, tear all the statues down. I could care less. I'm not going to defend that. Tear his down. That's the one should be tearing down. But they should be tearing them all down. I don't know what to say anymore. All I know is all my old heroes that I used to have, they never existed. You'll find out. You'll find out. But if you want to believe the lie, go ahead. Take that other pill. Continue on down that path, and you won't have to wake up. And one day you'll just be, to an end. You'll die because you don't know. Wars are these heroes You know, these wars we've been in, they're unjust. They've all been unjust. And Woodrow Wilson, people pick on Adolf Hitler. And Woodrow Wilson, you got to be kidding me. This guy killed more people than Hitler could dream about. Anyway, I thought I'd make a note that what they tried to start the false flagging to get us wrapped up in that war. But they sunk a passenger boat, I think it was called the Lusitania. Lusitania. Come on, you guys, Lusitania. And it just happened to be called the Lusitania. Out of all the ships, it was called the Lusitania. Okay? Think about that. Nobody hardly was back then. They weren't thinking about it. Because they might have believed Woodrow Wilson either polarized one way or another, but they didn't believe that the whole thing's been a scam since Washington. Anyway, you guys want to believe in your heroes? Make sure that the heroes you believe in actually did the things they said they did and were righteous. Okay? Or serve unrighteous heroes. If you want to call that heroes, in my book, those are villains. The villains, usually the best villains are the ones that pretend and hide. Have pretended and hided. And were successful doing that throughout their whole life after they died, and only until later, do they discover that they were evil. That's the kind of villain that you gotta be worried about. That's what people are trying to warn you about as we speak. These guys are everywhere. And what controls them? Money. It's all about money. And it is all about money. Wilson, all that stuff. It was about money. That's what dragged us into this war with Britain. They didn't want to go bankrupt or some crap like that, and it was going to be bad business. Anyway, I'm feeling really sick. They've been spraying chemicals all over. Can't breathe. All this, and I know it's the season for colds and flus right now, but I think I've experienced this chemtrail poison enough to where I can recognize the symptoms, because no fever, nothing like that indicating. Anyway, I'm going to get off this before I get on to another subject. And so let's look at I think we're going to do some research on these American heroes and these presidents a little bit more. People want to be in denial. That's the thing. They don't want to believe it's true. They don't want to believe in it. Because if they believe it's true, then they have to start being more conscious, socially conscious, and socially aware. Aware that the truth, and then they have to be more responsible with what they know and what they support. But as long as they get their Miller Low life and their football and their whatever pleasures that they like, then and your economy's half-assed decent, then yeah, they don't care. They really could care less. That's the saddest thing. Mammon. I don't know what's destroyed more, false religion or mammon. I think religion and mammon go hand in hand. That's what false religion has always been about, right? Anyway, controlling people with the false religion controls you. You control the economy. You control to a degree, you control your own set of comfort. Because I don't know, there's not one pastor that I have known in my town of a Christian, mainstream Christian, that there's not one that I know that isn't sitting in their house with 2 cars and nice stuff. They're not struggling, not at all. Even when they say their church is struggling, they're not. Now, I might be judging. There could be some really are struggling. The ones that aren't successful, it's either because they're sincere and God's not blessing them because they're actually just ignorant Christians that don't know how to apply the steps right, or they're not Satanists sold out to Satan and they're really just, using satanic power, of deception and all that, the ways of Satan to get what they want. And that's who these American presidents have been. They're swindlers, okay? They're swindlers, and they just, they've really been good at letting us think that we are safe and secure as long as we do what they say, we could trust them, gosh, I don't want to seem like an anti-American. I love America, I love America. I hate the politics and I hate the government. That's all I'm going to say. And you want to come after me, government? Go ahead. What you going to do? Make a martyr? Just make another martyr? Another more evidence that you're evil? Come kill me then. If not, you're not going to come and kill me. The reason why right now is because I'm too good at stirring up the chaos that you want me to stir up unintentionally. I don't mean to. My purpose is not to stir up. My purpose is to wake up, not stir up. And unfortunately, you're not going to get me that way, because I never tell people pick up arms I never tell people to go out and hurt anyone or attack anyone. Never do I say that. Use your mind to do that. Use your intellect. It's a battle of the will, spiritual battle. So anyway, I'm gonna go on that, and I might not even upload this. I might just watch it and reflect on what my own personal feelings, because some of this is just, what I share sometimes is just my own personal journal, and I'm just sharing it with people, so it doesn't matter if I stay on topic or not. Besides, my own channel, so if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it.